You know, at my big grown age, I never realized the things I do or the things that I don't do would really make a difference in my reputation. I just never thought I was that important enough. And maybe that was an insecurity in myself or some type of low self esteem, not noticing that. Clearly, I have some type of impact because there's so many perceptions about me. Some false, some true, some way off. But so many people have so many ideas of who I am and what I should be doing and what I am doing that sometimes I think it's time to clear that up. I don't often think I need to clear things up, but I do want to clear some things up about who I am and who the fuck I'm not. Okay? So let's start this shit. Linkin with Robbie. So dude hit me in my DM, right? And I'm just like, all you niggas freak out, and that's just all it is. First off, girl, fuck him. And you are now listening to Linkin with Robbie. What's good, everybody? It's your boy Robbie K, and I'm back again with another episode for Linkinwitrobby podcast. This episode, we're going to get into some things about reputation and gossip and what people like to say about you. But before we get into all of that, I just want to check in with everybody. How's everybody today? How is everyone feeling at this moment? I can say for myself, I hope everybody's good, by the way. I can say for myself, I've had a rough week or so. Now, mind you, I've had a rough few weeks. And honestly, it finally culminated last week. My check was shorter than normal. And maybe I had a whole dramatic breakdown. As if I didn't already know my hours looked like. But regardless of the matter, I freaked out and it really just made me beat down on myself because I have so many things I want to do and achieve. There's so many goals I have. And I feel like life keeps lifing and it keeps getting in the fucking way of what I'm trying to do. And I know, we all got to go through it. It's a part of being an adult. And had I known those days when I was sitting on that living room floor watching the Cheetah Girls, that my life would end up in this way. And they told me, together we can. And here I am by myself. Ain't that some shit? But on top of that, I was having a moment where I was just beating down on myself and I really needed to get away. Which is how I ended up going to the beach over the weekend. And I just got a chance to just spend time with a special person and their loved ones and just got a chance to be around other people, just outside of this house and outside of the club and just somewhere wholesome, relaxing, fun, secure. I was able to be comfortable, relax, and take my mind off of any stress I had. Any of my responsibilities, any bills, all that shit was out the door. I didn't have to focus on any of that. I was just able to just decompress like I like to do, reboot my mind, and be ready to come back and start fresh again this week. And I needed that moment. Now, mind you, since y'all like getting the tea, I did on Friday night, I had me a honey pack. And you already know when that honey pack get in your system, yeah, that honey pack was in my system, baby. And let's just say I put somebody through the mattress. I know I did. He ain't gonna want to admit it. Look, I keep telling y'all, I have boyfriend dick, okay? Pardon me for anyone who's listening. Cover the kids' ears. I give boyfriend dick. So, nigga, I'm gonna make you fall in love with me. And that's just it. You gonna want to be with me. The way I stroke you or kiss you and caress you, And I just told y'all last pod, I've been craving intimacy. So I knew the first person I was gonna give it to was finna get it all. Like, and he got it all. And it ain't making no better. I was on a honey pack, so I was like going and going and just and I'm a munch. Oh my god, it was a good night. Ooh, the moaning, the screaming. Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. I did what needed to be done. But outside of that, because I was gonna say something, but I'm not gonna talk about that right now. It felt good to just be comfortable enough to do that, which is crazy because I haven't always been comfortable topping. Like, even though I'm versatile. Topping doesn't always come natural for me. Just like bottoming doesn't come natural. I have to mentally prepare myself for either role, which is why it's been a while since I've been able to just be spontaneous and just doing it. That's something I was able to do in my last relationship. Since then, I've been more calculated with how I operate, and I have to really be mentally into it, because if I'm not feeling it vibe wise, emotional wise, or if it's too much on my mind, I'm not gonna be able to perform. That's whether I'm bottoming or topping. And I knew I had a lot of passion I want to get out of me, and I knew it was time for that nigga to get it. And that's just it. I knew he had to get it, and he was gonna get it, and that was just it. I'm sorry for anybody that was hoping it was gonna be them first, but it wasn't. It was him, and I don't regret it. That shit was good. Like, that shit was good. The way I had it, oh my god, clapping, oh my god, it was good. That shit was so good. Y'all ever had something that you wanted to feel for so long, and you want to know what it's like somebody that you just want to have sex with, or somebody you want to link with, whatever, but you never did it because you don't want to just do it just to be doing it. And when you finally do give it to them, it's everything and more. Now, it might have been because of me, and I'm not trying to, be cocky, but I was really feeling myself, and I was putting in work, so I might have had a lot to do with why the experience was so great. But yeah, let's just say that nigga hooked now. He could say he not, but that nigga locked in. So that's all it is to that. Y'all ain't got to know all that other stuff. But yeah, it was a great time just being around them and just having a good time and a good vibe with somebody, not expecting much from me and just wanting my presence. I think that's all I wanted. I was craving so much intimacy. I just wanted somebody that just wanted my companionship without the stress, without the headache. And speaking of headaches, do y'all know Jailbait had the fucking audacity? Let me pardon my French. Do y'all know Jailbait had the audacity to text me? Mind you, I told you guys I was having a rough week last week. I was crying. I was depressed. I was really going through it. Not text me to check on me to see how I'm mentally doing, but to be like, oh, my phone bill coming up. I just need this and that or whatever. And I responded, and I was like, well, I don't have it right now. Money is tight. And your response is, wow, I was really expecting that money. Whoa, why were you doing that? Are you my pimp? Do I pay you an allowance? Have we signed a contract where I've agreed to pay your bills? I don't recall any of that happening. I don't recall me paying your phone bill before. This is what I'm talking about. Like, when I say people expect something from me because I've been kind in the past, because I've given in the past. And then on top of that, I don't mind giving, but to be nasty and disrespectful and entitled to my things is a problem for me. When I can't get anything from you, I can't get an ounce of attention, I can't get any money, I can't get no quality time, I can't even get a conversation, but I can get a text message about your phone bill. And it's stuff like that. And it's like, I know people may be wondering, well, why do you keep letting this person be in your life? And it's because of my heart. Like, I'm not a person that really is too great at cutting somebody completely off. I can, and I have. But if it's somebody that I truly, truly cared about or truly loved, and really had some type of attachment to, I'm gonna be concerned for them, especially if they're doing bad. Now, if they're doing their thing and they're good and they don't need me, then fine, I don't need them. But if I can see they're still doing bad, a part of me is gonna have sympathy and some compassion, and I'm gonna want to be there for them. And that's what happens, honestly. I just be wanting to be there for the people who have done me wrong in the past. And it's just something that I'm just keen to doing. It's just a part of my nature. It's a part of my character. I can't help it. Some people call me a trick or a paymaster, whatever. But if the certain person calls me and needs something, I'm going to be there for them if I can. But if I can't, you don't have no right to come at me sideways. You don't have a right to look at me sideways. You don't have a right to be entitled, spoiled, or any of that, because who the fuck told you it was yours? It's not. So it's mine. I worked for it. Get a job. But yeah, I don't know. These niggas is crazy. And then I did also notice that while I was going through my mental kind of hibernation, I didn't reach out to a lot of people, right? Some people did check on me, like my best friend. She was about to put a bolo out for me. And like, I had a couple people that hit me up. But for the most part, a lot of people that were so invested and so wanted me so bad, if I didn't hit them up, they weren't checking for me. And I realized I was in my moment. I was feeling really down, depressed. And only one person was willing to really come out there and be like, hey, how are you? And they pulled right up. Which is why I was like, yeah, I'll hang with you for the weekend. Because despite whatever we've had in the past or any issues we've had, you were the one person that stood up, came to me, and was there on my side, by my side, when I needed it the most, whether you knew it or not. So for that alone, I'ma fuck with you. So if you want to chill and watch a Raggedy Tubi movie, we can do that. If you want to smoke, we can do that. If you want me to spend the night with you, I can do it. I was able to do it. I did it. I just knew I was finna take a honey pack, because I was like, if I'm finna spend the night with him, I'm finna crack this nigga. That's just all that was. You have been begging me to hunt you. You have been begging me to do this. You want me to do that. You want me to eat you. You want me to do that. All right, I'm here now. I'm finna do it. What's good? Like, just straight like that. Just, I'm here. Let's get to it. I mean, we ain't do it like that. It wasn't nothing like that. I ain't get straight to it. We was chilling for the most part. It was just when we got ready to go to bed. Yeah. He asked me to do something, and that led to something else. And let's just leave it at that. Just know I start from the head to the toes. So, front to the back. I do it all the time. When I want to. Y'all know what the fuck I'm talking about. Hell, even I don't know what the fuck I'm talking about. But, yeah. Those are little things that's been going on in my life. Nothing really major has changed or transpired to where my life is altered or going in a different path. The things I still have set forth for myself, I still have them set forth. Like, I still have the same plans. I still have the same goals, and I will achieve those goals. It's just that I'm doing it in a different pace, and I'm just going to have to go through some obstacles to get there. And that's fine. That's what's going to help build my character even more, you know? It's going to make me a better person. It's going to make me stronger. It's going to make me more durable. And that's what I want to be. I want to get back to that person that I was. And honestly, I feel like I'm almost there. I think I've gotten there. Now, y'all hear something funny? Why? Okay. I shouldn't say this. So I'm not going to say this. I'm not going to say it. But you ever get complimented by somebody and, okay, so like I said, I've been down or whatever, right? And of course I had a good time with the weekend, but still a part of me is still kind of like, has to like motivate myself every day to get up. This morning, I was already feeling like, I gotta work today. It's Monday. I don't want to. And I got a compliment from somebody who, special place in my heart. One of my exes. Let's put it like that. He hasn't had his episode yet. He'll get it eventually. But that complimented me and in my body, and of course, my body. But it was in a moment when I wasn't really speaking highly of myself, and when they were complimenting me, it put a smile on my face because it was like, Robbie, you're that fucking nigga, Robbie. You are that nigga. Stop telling yourself otherwise. And sometimes I need those moments, and it just put a smile on my face. So I don't know. Sometimes a compliment can go a long way. People don't really know how bad that somebody may need it. Like, that's why I'm not afraid to tell somebody when I meet somebody or when I see someone, whatever. I'm like, oh, you're pretty, or I like your hair, or I like your clothes, or I like your accent or your tone of your voice. I'm always willing to compliment somebody because you never know what they're going through. They might need to hear something good or reassuring about themselves. They may need to hear something positive that's going to make them feel like, I needed that. And I needed that today. And I'm glad I got it. It's expected from that person because, I mean, he's just sweet like that. But I needed that. I really did. And if he needed that, Robbie, shut up. All right. We're not going to do that. Okay. So, as far as like other updates. Okay. So, when it came down to Lil Nas X, I did see there was an update because there was a hearing today. From the incident from a few weeks ago, he was running down the street naked. There was a hearing today, and he wasn't able to be present because, as from what we can see in the court hearing, he has been at mental health facility or treatment center outside of California, basically getting help. I do see he's taking either classes or he's doing Narcotics Anonymous. So he's doing like that as well for any narcotics. They didn't state anything specific, but I'm glad they did address that. If case, drug usage is a factor, I do think it should be addressed as well. So I do hope he's getting all the help he needs, all the support, love, and positive energy, because as a gay black man in America, as a black man in America, or just as a gay man in America, it's fucking hard out here. And when you don't have the tools and the mental capacity to maneuver through this life will beat you the fuck up. Life will tear you, okay? And you have to really be able to handle it, which is why I'm trying to be more durable, because there's times when I have been knocked down. There's been times when I felt like I could not make it, and I was spiraling in every direction, doing things that were making it worse for the situation I was already in. And sometimes we get into those situations where we self-sabotage or we end up harming ourselves, not trying to, not intentionally. We're probably trying to numb the pain or make ourselves feel better in some way or distract ourselves from whatever issue we got going on. But there are times where when you are doing that, you don't realize you are. And sometimes it takes a situation where you hit rock bottom where you have to be like, oh shit, what the fuck am I doing, for you to try to fix yourself. And so I just, like I said, I'm sending him nothing but love, prosperity, and positive vibes to Lil Nas X, wishing him nothing but success with his life, his mental health, and any struggles he's facing or any demons he's fighting. I do hope he gets through it, and I'm pretty sure he will, because everyone can make it to the end by the end. Besides, he's rich, he has some money, he's able to get the resources he needs, and I know that's not really an excuse because money doesn't solve everything. We see celebrities, go downward all the time with the resources, but it looks like he does have a loving family that's willing to help. He's still young, so he still has time to grow and learn about himself and the world around him, and things he should partake in and things he shouldn't partake in, and vibes he should avoid, and a lot about himself that he's going to still learn. And I feel like we all need that grace, and I'm willing to give that to somebody, especially if they're younger. Like, I see him as like a younger guy, like, and I feel like a lot of our community, we don't mentor anymore. We kind of just abandon the youth and expect them to figure it out at the same time. And it's not fair because you have to guide them sometimes, because if they don't know any better, you can't expect better behavior. You know what I mean? But that's just an update on Lil Nas X. And like I said, I'm wishing him the best. So as I was scrolling on Reddit today, I saw a question in the Black Gay Men chat or thread, Reddit thread, where they posed the question, what's your unpopular opinions about relationships? And I saw a lot of different things, and I didn't see this one. And this is my opinion. It is okay to be friends with someone you were once in a relationship with that you're no longer with. So, in layman's terms, I think it's okay to be friends with an ex. Now, hear me out. There's a caveat. Not all exes you can be friends with. Okay? It depends on how the relationship ended. It depends on the toxicity of it, or if this is someone you probably should even have in your life. Just because someone isn't a good partner for you does not mean they can't be a good friend for you. So some relationships end where the friendship blossoms from the relationship ending. You know what I mean? And it's something I didn't quite understand at a young age. Because when I was in my first relationship, when I was younger, I could never understand why he would be friends or in communication with an ex. It didn't make any sense to me. It just seemed problematic. And although it did cause a lot of friction sometimes, and there were moments where those exes did cross the line, I understood once we broke up. Once we had years of healing, and for me to be able to move on from that, I was able to see a friendship with him. And I understood it. I got it from that point that we had this type of chemistry and bond and friendship beneath the surface of the relationship, that it's okay to continue that. You still have to respect, whoever is in a relationship after that, of course, and boundaries and not overstepping anything. But at the same time, it can be done. You can be friends with an ex. Now, again, it can be problematic, and you can easily set yourself up for failure if you're doing it with the wrong person. There's some exes that you need to have no contact with, okay? You don't want to get trapped back into a pattern. You don't want to fall back in love or anything like that. And you know what? Even if you do break up and then happen to get back together years down the line, maybe that was possible. Maybe that's what you were supposed to do because you guys needed to grow apart, to grow together. Maybe. But for those relationships where you needed to get the hell out and run, and there was way more red flags than there were green, and even as a friend, they fucking suck, do not dare think they deserve to be in your life. So I guess my unpopular opinion would be that, yeah, you could be friends with your exes, but don't be friends with all your exes. And just leave it at that. Pick and choose. The ones that are still benefiting you as a friend versus a lover, and the ones that you do not have to have or should not have any contact with. Those are the ones you probably shouldn't be friends with. And also, the ones who are trying to pretend to be your friend and they really just want to get back with you, or they just want to fuck. Watch them too, because those are sneaky little devils who will play mind games with your emotions because they know that there's something there, or they had a connection with you, or they may know how to manipulate you or know how to work you or gaslight you. Watch out for those. Don't allow them to pretend to be your friend just so they can get open to fucking your life up again. You know what I mean? That was one question I saw. Another question or post I saw basically on Reddit in that same thread. Basically, someone was basically bringing up a scenario where of where they were on FaceTime with their boyfriend, and their boyfriend roommates or friend was there, and the boyfriend was getting undressed to finna take a shower, and I guess he was naked in front of the friend, and it made the boyfriend uncomfortable. And it did make me wonder, because in the gay community, we all have our quote unquote friends and best friends and gay brothers and gay family and stuff, and some of us do get a little comfortable with one another. And I can speak for myself as somebody who has done content and OnlyFans. I'm not that prude when it comes to that anymore. I used to be. I probably would have freaked out if I was in that scenario. But now I don't think about that stuff as much because it doesn't mean anything to me, because I know sometimes it can be platonic, or sometimes that has nothing to compare to what we have. And I shouldn't be threatened by things like that. But it does make you wonder why this is a problem in our community so much, more so than the straight community. And that may be because we're all guys, but a lot of people have fucked it up. For a lot of people, a lot of people have cheated on their boyfriends with their so-called best friend or so-called brother. That has happened more times than I could count in my own life. So I have my own caution about it. I'm hesitant when it comes to it, and I'm not really big on, let's put it like this. I try to keep my jealousy tamed. I can get jealous. I am possessive a little bit. I've gotten a lot better than I used to be when I was younger, because I ain't know no better. But since I've gotten older and more wise about it, I don't get worked up about that stuff. If my man feel comfortable in that position, we can have a conversation about it, and we can talk about it and understand the boundaries. And as long as he understands what not to cross and what not to do, then I'm pretty sure we're going to be good from there. We straight. Hell, I'm low-key an expeditionist. How do I say this? Now you guys are going to laugh at me. Exhibitionist. Yeah, I'm more of an exhibitionist anyway. So, like, I like being seen. So I'm the type that I'll be fucking my man and my roommate home, and I want him to hear us. I'm just that type of nigga. I'm a little freaky. So pardon me. Sorry. Okay. I can't help it. It's just in my nature. I'm a freak. Okay. What the fuck? I can't wait to get into some shit about myself, because I got some shit to address about myself. Matter of fact, let's get to that shit right now. I'm just for the segue on into that shit, because let's get into my reputation, since it's the talk of the motherfucking town. Apparently, y'all, I got a reputation, and I guess my reputation precedes me. I don't think it's a good reputation either. Apparently, my reputation is a tainted one, where people perceive me as being a hoe, a slut, mean, a homewrecker. Let's see what else they can say. Well, I've been called a porn star. Let's see what else they say. Oh, I've been called a bum. I've been called broke. I've been called messy. Let's see what else they have said about me. Mainly everything revolves around sex and men, which is interesting, because something I've noticed is that let me readjust myself real quick so I can talk to you directly. Something I've noticed about people is that the very people who run my name into the mud, the very people who say I'm doing this or say I'm doing that or think they have me figured out, don't even know me. Every time someone comes to me and say something they've heard about me, it's a third party. So it's always, my friend heard this, my roommate heard this, my sister heard this. Everybody hearing stuff. Where are the sources? Where are the credible sources? You're supposed to source your reference or credit your reference. And a lot of y'all references be fugazi as fuck. I don't be understanding at all where everybody gets their idea of me, like the perceptions people have. I'm like, whenever someone meets me and they try to date me or they try to talk to me or we try to get to know each other, it's always the same ordeal. They're always finding out through somebody DMing them or calling them or whatever. Oh, you know he has a Twitter. Oh, let me send you the link. You know he on Pornhub. Oh, you know he used to date Mr. Johnson, Jerry Johnson. Yeah, he used to date him and they used to do threesomes. Oh, do you know that he did this to this person? And you know he be going off on people on Facebook. You should go look at it. And mind you, whatever narrative people put out there about me, most of the time I feed into it. I do. And it's because if you're gonna talk about me and if you're gonna make me trend, I'm gonna capitalize on it. And how I'm gonna do that is I'm gonna feed into whatever you're saying. I'm gonna add them to that. I'm gonna make that a reality. Oh, I'm a hoe? Okay, let me show you how to hoe. Oh, I'm a porn star? Oh, you ain't seen the movie yet. That's just how I am. I always like to take things and own it. So if you're going to say something about me, I'm going to take the power from it, take it, control it, and use it to my advantage. Now you no longer have something against me. It's why I handle myself in the way I do, so openly and so candidly. You can't expose me for nothing. Nothing I do is a secret. So when people are trying to expose my reputation, it's always comical because it's always the most stale tea. And it's always over a nigga that didn't even want to be kept, that I didn't know even had a home. I can't be a home wrecker if there's no home. Okay, if I don't know of a home, if I don't see a home, if a home is never visible, how can I be wrecking it? It would be one thing if I seen you with your nigga, you and your nigga chilling, and then when you go to the bathroom, I go and slip my number to your nigga. That's one thing. I don't do that. It's another thing if I'm getting a random message on Facebook or a random message on Jacked or a random message on Twitter from someone who I don't know, and then we exchange numbers and we start conversing, and I realize, wait, whoa, this person has a boyfriend. But if I don't know that, who the fuck fault is that? I didn't know. And did you say anything to me about it? No, you probably didn't. There's only been one time where that has happened, and we had our little back and forth about it because it was kind of like, well, I didn't know that was your nigga. Sorry. Like, you mad about it? You want to fight about that? And one thing I'm not going to do is I'm not going to duck no smoke. But at the same time, you want to fight over dick? I'll make you feel little for it before I give you that ass whipping. But I'm going to make you feel small for even approaching me about a nigga who ain't my nigga and is your nigga. Approach him. Get him in line. I don't like playing sideline. I don't like being a side piece. So you don't have to worry about me sitting up there trying to take your man. You ain't got to worry about me trying to do whatever. I don't care about that. I don't want your spot, boo. Your spot ain't even secure. The hell I want it for? The hell? Your nigga all over the place. Dipping dick in everybody like it's chicken nuggets and honey mustard. You know what I mean? Like, no, nigga. I don't want your spot. So when people run to tell somebody, like, well, you know Robbie a hoe. He be doing this. He be having sex with this person. He be having sex with that person. Where are the people? Where are the videos at? Y'all talk about how I do content, and it's probably like 4 people I've done content with. Y'all just don't realize it because I do multiple videos with the same people. I don't even like collabing with people. Most people will tell you I'm a tease because I never actually link. They call me a flake, or they'll say, oh, he be capping, or he stand people up. I get that all the time. I don't get invited to the most elite sex parties because I don't show up. And they know that, so they stop inviting me. But somehow I have this notion to be the whore of Orlando. And if I am, I'm really not doing a good job because where the niggas at? My phone be dry as fuck on a day-to-day basis. But I have this reputation of having niggas all on me and having this reputation of being so promiscuous because of how I present myself. And the only reason I present myself in this way is because I was already perceived in this way. People were already calling me this long ago. So I just wear it and I own it because if this is a part of who I am, if I like to do freaky shit, if I'm a slut sometimes, then why shame? Why would I shame myself? Why would I hide it? That's the problem. A lot of you bitches, y'all build up an image of yourself that you want the world to see. You guys have a public idea of whatever you think you're supposed to be, and you want the world to see that. But it be so far from the truth of who you are. I can't respect that. A lot of you bitches who want to shame me for going to a sex club was at the sex club too. A lot of you bitches who want to shame me for being at a sex party, been at a sex party too. The amount of people I have found out that has Twitter that pretends they don't have a Twitter or walks around with their head held high. Y'all was on there sucking dick. Y'all was on there fucking bitches. Y'all was on there getting ass, getting dick, come all in your face, just like everybody else. You're just not putting your face in the video. Or you're just not posting it and keeping it up. You delete it, right? But what makes you so different because I put a link behind mine? I'm trying to capitalize on it. Catch on? See what I'm saying? I was already going to be fucking. I'm already a freak. I'm already slutty. Why not try to monetize it? Why not try to build something off of it? If I got an audience somewhere, I'm going to take that audience and try to use it. I'm calculated. I'm smart. I'm not a dummy. So if you call me a hoe, or if you say all these things about me, why not say he's a smart hoe? Why not say, oh, he's an educated hoe? Oh, you guys don't know that. See, that's the thing. Reputation is what the people think you are. That's who they think you are. They don't know the real you. It doesn't define your character. So when you guys try to plant seeds to make me look like a bad person, speak towards my character and not some I heard bullshit. Are we in high school? What is this, Mean Girls? Because that's how you girls act. And that's why I'm calling you girls. Because y'all ain't men. Y'all ain't niggas. Y'all girls. Y'all straight mean girls. Y'all sit around and y'all cackle and gossip and worry about what I'm doing and who I'm doing. If I was to take a video right now, me kissing a nigga, me cuddling with a nigga, just me with a nigga, automatically I'm dating him. Automatically I'm fucking him. Automatically not everybody want to message him and call him and tell him every little rundown thing they can think of about me. And it's never anything interesting. The tea is always stale. I need y'all to come with something. And then y'all can't even talk bad about my sex game because my sex game is superb. I mean, let's be real. My reputation ain't oh, he bad in bed. He's a good fuck. Yeah. And so I don't take it as an insult. I am a good fuck. A very good fuck. I've had people sometimes message me. Oh my God. I've had people message me like, damn, I heard you give some good head. Or damn, I heard your ass good as fuck. Or damn, I heard you give some good dick. I want to feel it. That's what reputation does. So when you guys speak about me, and you guys tell things about me or paint these narratives about me, you're building my reputation, good and bad. So that's gonna come with people talking negatively about me and avoiding me, but it's gonna also make the people want to flock to me. And boy, do they flock in herds. And 9 times out of 10, I don't give them a chance. And when I do it after I feel like it. Like the guy I spent the weekend with, he can tell you right now, when he met me, he had heard so much about me sexually, so much about me being a freak and a hoe and stuff. And he was shocked to find out, one, I wasn't trying to give it up. Two, I was different in what they saw, what they said. And again, it would be different if people were coming with some facts. I would rather it be, oh yeah, I bust him and his nigga down 2 years ago. That's at least factual, most likely, you know? Pretty much probably did happen. You probably did it. I ain't gonna argue that. There's video proof. But it's never nothing factual like that. It's always, I heard he did something with so and so. What was the something? Where did we do it at? What are the details? Were you there? Why weren't you there? So you heard this from a third party? Okay, I lose interest in the conversation at that point because I'm like, this ain't even valuable information. This is weak. I spill more tea about myself than people do. And I love it. I love doing it. I get on here and people be like, oh my God, you say anything. You tell all your business. Yes, I've always been that way. You can't expose somebody who is open and honest and real with themselves. What are you exposing? Like, tell me, what are you exposing if I am that secure with who I am and what I do? I don't hide who I am. I'm not ashamed of who I am. I do what the fuck I want to do because I want to fucking do it. It's just that simple. It's very that simple. And anything I do, guess what? It's okay. I don't have to ask for permission to do it. When I get into a relationship with somebody, there's nothing you could tell them that I won't already tell them. That's the difference. A lot of you people have so many skeletons in your closet. So many skeletons that when you meet a guy, yeah, you don't want nobody to tell them anything about you because, oh my God, they're going to know the things I really do. They're going to know I was sucking dick in the back alley. They're going to know that I was at Hank's getting dick down. Well, baby, don't do it if you're ashamed of it. Because that's the thing too. Because even though reputation is built on an idea people have of you, it can be affected by your actions. And if you do not want your reputation to be infected by certain actions, do not do certain actions. There's not one nigga. Let me pause. I try to make sure I don't do anything with anyone that I will be ashamed of, because it will come back and bite me in the ass. Why would I have sex with somebody that I'm, one, embarrassed to have sex with, two, ashamed about, and three, have to keep a secret because it's going to make me look bad? Why am I doing it? I'm doing it for the wrong reasons at that point. Anything I do it because I want to do it. I've calculated it. I've looked at the risk. I've said, hey, this can go in that direction. And you know what? I'm okay with that. Let's do it. That's how I move. That's how I handle things. And I don't jump until I want to. So when it comes down to me linking or me being on porn or me doing this podcast, everything I do is when I say I'm going to do it. Not when you say it and not when you think I should. I collab when I want to collab. I post when I want to post. I make news when I want to make news. Just because you message me and say, send me a video of you stroking your dick right now, live, real time, doesn't mean you're going to get that. I'm probably going to be like, oh, I'm doing something else. Or I'm going to ignore it until I feel like doing it. If I feel like doing it. It's very that simple. Guys hit me up all the time. Oh, let's link. Let's do this. Let's do that. And I be like, okay, cool. Yeah, whatever. That day come and I never do it. I don't want to do it. And I don't owe an explanation. It's my body. And that's how I move. My jack right now, probably buzzing. I ain't clicked on it in weeks. Not interested. When I feel like playing, I'll play. Until then, no play. It's very simple. But people think they have me so figured out. But the people that have me so figured out don't know my last name, don't know where I grew up, don't know none of my peoples, don't know nothing I do for a living, don't know how I make a living, don't know nothing about my school history, don't know nothing about my work history, barely know the people I've dated. They only know one person. They don't even know my hobbies and what I like to do. They don't know shit about me. All they know is that I'm quote unquote a hoe. And they can't even define that. Because what makes what I do different than what other people do? The same people that be running to tell niggas that I'm talking to what I do be the same niggas that at one point in time was in my DM. And I just so happened to let them go on by. And I ignored them. Or I never linked with them. It's never nobody talking down on me that had me. That much I can say. And if they are talking down on me after they've had me, they ain't really have me. Look at it like that. They stretched the truth. They made it sound like it was something that it was not. I've had people lie on their dick when it came to me. Like, I remember one of my earliest memories, a guy I was hanging with, whatever the case may be, was laying on the couch and he wanted to fuck me so bad. I was not prepared. I did not want to get fucked, so I didn't let him. Simple as that. You know that nigga told everybody he fucked me? I've never had to lie about being fucked. Not a day on this earth have I ever had to lie about being fucked. It didn't happen. But that was just one instance of somebody going around saying they've done something with me that they never done with me. It's weird to me because it's like you bragging on something that didn't happen. I would rather it be you saying, damn, I want to hit that so bad, but I ain't got a chance yet. We almost had a chance, but something happened. I would rather that versus you trying to make it look like something happened that didn't. Adding 20 on 10 just so you can make your own narrative to make it fit whatever you're trying to fit, your own image you're trying to make. Because see, a lot of thing is people be so worried about my reputation and who I am, and I don't know, as if I'm some like, I don't know, enigma, because like I don't understand what's so different about me, you know what I mean, than other people. Other people are fucking. When I started, like, let me put you guys up on game. I'm 33 years old. I didn't start really getting into my freak bag until I was like 27. Take that in. That's when I first made my first jacked. I'm new here. And I didn't think I was going to make this much noise by doing nothing. By just, what? Because I post my body? Everybody does. Because I have nudes? Everybody does. Because I have sets? Everybody do that too. And it took me having to dabble into the Twitter world, into the OnlyFans world, into the sex parties and the sex clubs and bathhouses to be like, oh, you're here too. Oh, what you doing over here? Oh, you come here too. Everybody want to come here in secret. But when it's coming down to me, You want to scoff and judge? Oh, please. Hang it the fuck up. I do what I want to do. I do who I want to do. And I do it when I want to do it. And can't nobody tell me to do otherwise. So I don't let the reputation bother me. When I hear things about me, I don't come online and try to address it unless it's somebody personal. Like if it's somebody that has a real deep connection with me and they try to blast me, I may overblast them. But I try not to really do that too much. I try to keep it at least once a month. I can't make any promises, but once a month I may crash out once a month. Because a bitch can't expose me, but I can't expose a bitch. I have your tea. My tea is not for sale. It's free. It's already out there. So what you gonna tell them? What you gonna tell them? I had a threesome with somebody? So? Did you want to join and make it a foursome? No? Okay. So why are we talking about it? Like, I still remember when I got with my nigga. Oh, I still remember when I got with my ex. And his people had told him, oh, he likes to have threesomes. Oh, he like all that freaky shit. You should do it with him. Why is you telling my nigga that? You want to do it with me? Is that what you trying to do? You trying to put us both on? Is that what it is? I mean, that's what it came down to, honestly. He wanted to fuck both of us. Why not just say that? Why try to make me look like something to add to that? And in that moment, I hadn't been having that many. Okay, I had a lot of threesomes at that point. I ain't gonna lie right there. I did have a lot of threesomes at that moment. But I had never been in an open relationship or nothing like that. From my knowledge, whenever I was in a relationship, I was monogamous. So that freak shit always was when I was single, which is another misconception people don't understand. When people are telling people, oh, he's a hoe, y'all leave out the single part. When I was in a relationship, I wasn't a hoe. I wasn't. I was loyal as fuck. If anything, I was way too loyal. And I was not hoeing around. I was not fucking around trying to do everything. I was doing everything with my nigga. If I was a hoe, we was a hoe together. If anything, we was getting slutted out. That's what we used to call it. We'd be like, babe, I'm gonna get slutted out today. When we said that to each other, it was a keyword for like, we finna get some extra dick in here. That does not make me a hoe. Well, no. There's a difference from a hoe and a slut. At least I think there is. I think there's a big difference. I don't know. Or a freak or whatever. I'm freaked out, okay? I said in my intro, I'm freaked out. And it is what it is. I'm not ashamed of it. And I'm not proud to say I have hoish tendencies and that I can get nasty. But come on, I was sucking dick at 14. Let's call a spade a spade. I've always been into sex. I've always been curious about sex. I've always been a horn dog. I've always been lustful. But as I've grown older, I've gained discipline. And I've never allowed myself to be ran through and just easy pickings for anybody. I pick and choose. What I'll give another nigga, I might not give this nigga. And it's just simple like that. What I do with him, I may not do with that one. That don't mean I don't do it. That just means I ain't doing it with you. So, honestly, truth be told, when it come down to my reputation, it does precede me. And I must be a legend. I truly must be a legend in these streets. Because the things I hear about me sometimes, I'm baffled by. When the dude I was chilling with over the weekend told me that his roommate did not like me, I was like, who's your roommate? He wouldn't tell me who the roommate is. I did my own research. I don't know who that nigga is. We don't know each other. So why you don't like me? That is crazy. Apparently I did something to his friend. I don't even know who you are. Who's your friend? What did I do? And when I asked my friend, I'm like, well, was it over the nigga? Yeah, it was over a nigga. Okay, well, I don't care no more. Because if you have an issue with me over a nigga that wasn't even yours, because another nigga friends with him, I don't know. I don't even know the understanding of the dynamic. I don't know. I just know it's dumb as fuck. And I just find it interesting that every time I meet someone, they have somebody in their ear trying to give them the rundown of who I am or who they perceive me to be and my perception and my reputation and oh, I'm so bad and don't date me, I'm a whore. And it's like sometimes y'all be making them niggas want me even more. Like, I'm not even lying. Y'all make these niggas want me more when y'all talk about me. And I ain't mad at it. I'm reaping the benefits. Best believe I am enjoying the fruits of your own labor. But y'all work so hard to destroy an image that I control. See, the things y'all know about me is because I told you. It's because I put it out there. Anything else, y'all are wondering. Y'all wondering. And that's okay. It's okay if y'all curious. I'd rather y'all just ask. You want to know how I get down? Ask. You want to know if I fuck certain people? Ask. I'll let you know. I don't hide that shit. It is what it is. It's just like eating. If you ask me what restaurant I ate at, I'm gonna tell you. I don't care about that shit. I don't go to sleep thinking about that shit. I don't wake up thinking about that shit. It's just like breathing. I don't care. Fucking is fucking. And if I fuck somebody, I fuck them. If I link with them, I link with them. Who's it to you? Again, do you want to join? If you don't want to join, shut up. Just shut up. Just be quiet. Sit back and enjoy the show. Because you're clearly tuned in. It's just, I don't understand it. Do it bother me sometimes? It used to in the past when I was trying to keep this squeaky clean image. But I'm not trying to do that no more. I'm grown. I do what I want to do. If I feel like it right now and I wanted to, I can go eat some ass right now. I can go suck some dick right now. I have people I could call right now to be like, hey, I want to do that. And they're going to be down. But I don't want to. So I don't. Here's a funny thing about me that you guys don't know. Fun fact. All my freak activity happens on weekends, okay? I don't do anything freaky over the week. I'm busy. I have to work. I have responsibilities. I have a family to take care of. I have household duties. I have things that I have to do that come first and prioritize. I have this podcast I have to do. My weekends, if I want to be freaky, that is the only time I will do it. If you want to link with me, that is the only time I'm going to link. That's a fun fact. If you want me to spend the night, it's going to be a weekend, preferably Friday or Saturday, because Sunday is my rest day. And I also cook on Sundays. I like to cook a big meal, so I don't have time to be fucking and slurping and swallowing things. And that's just one little fun fact when it comes down to it. People that actually get to know me know deep down I'm not as freaked out and hold out as people like to put out there. They like to do that because that's what they think. It's like, you guys hear about me having 1 threesome or 2 threesome or posting 2 or 3 videos, and now I'm a porn star that does orgies every weekend, and it's the exaggeration for me. But I can't get mad. I can't get mad at the narrative. It gives me attention. I don't think I'm that popular, but apparently, maybe I am. Maybe I am that nigga that I already think I am. You know? Maybe I really am that nigga. Maybe it's not just a thought. Because the dick I suck, the ass I eat, the niggas I fuck seem to be quite intriguing for people. People really seem to be invested in what I do and what I engage in sexually, which is why I even started this podcast. That's the truth. That's the truth. When I got done with my relationship, I was called every type of hoe in a book. It made me want to be spiteful and go against him. And in a way, it was like, if you calling me a hoe, you saying I'm all these things, you're saying I'm that and this, I'm going to do it and I'm going to own it. I did all that, went on Twitter, made an OnlyFans, did all that. Really went all out, put myself out there, painted this image of that person that was just horny. And that is me. I am a freak. I'm not hiding that side. But then I realized I wanted to take it and control it a little better by talking about it. And that's how I started with Linkinwitrobby, which was my Twitter handle when I was on my freak shit. That's my freak Twitter, Linkinwitrobby. And what is this podcast? The Linkinwitrobby podcast. It was just a stepping stool, an interesting path, but sex intrigues me. Okay, you're talking to somebody that was going to school and was gonna go to school for sex therapy. It's just something I'm intrigued by. I'm curious. I like to find out things. And sometimes in order for me to find out something, I gotta do some research about it. I gotta really, do some experiments and test some theories and some hypotheses with certain individuals in order so I can see, okay, yeah, you still got it. Oh, yeah, that person know what they doing. I don't look at this as an emotional void filler. This is more of a game to me for fun, because sex is supposed to be fun. When I want something deeper, I don't have sex because I'm vulnerable and I don't want to fall for the wrong person. That's why I calculated and I waited for that right time with this person to finally give him some dick. And I gave him some dick. Look at my reputation. I'm over here getting off tangent. I'm so sorry. I wasn't supposed to be talking about y'all. Talking about that. This is a very rated R episode. I don't know what's going on. Maybe because I'm not drinking, which is crazy. I am sober this episode. Maybe because I'm not drinking, I'm more raunchy. I don't know. But yeah, y'all, don't let nobody freak you out with some notion of you having a bad reputation. Own your reputation, whatever it is, the good and the bad. Capitalize on it. And control the narrative. That's my best advice to you. Because that's what the fuck I'm gonna do. I'm gonna control the narrative until the day I die. Can't nobody tell me better about myself than I can. And that's it. And on that note, I did enjoy myself talking to you today. I hope you enjoyed yourself. And if you did, come back next Wednesday. Every Wednesday after that. Tune in to what I gotta say. And yeah, just keep linking with Robbie.